Hello and welcome to my video featuring my deer family and other wildlife at my cabin. Stay tuned to the end of the video where you'll meet another furry family member of mine. 4 years ago in the winter, I spotted a mother deer and her 2 twin fawns looking cold and hungry outside my house. Not thinking I would keep these deer for years, I named them Mama, Fawn, and Buck. Mama abandoned the twins the following year, which does do to prepare for their next fawns, and then she disappeared. Buck stayed with Fawn after she had her first twins, one of which disappeared, and the remaining deer I named Beauty. Buck stayed with me for 3 years, but then I lost him, likely due to hunting. Beauty has stayed with Fawn for the last 2 years, even after Fawn gave birth to another fawn that I named Aaron, who turned out to be a buck. You don't know if they are bucks until after about a year when their antlers start to grow. They shed their antlers in the winter and start regrowing them in spring. Young bucks find other bucks and go off with them for a time in the spring, and I haven't seen Aaron now in several weeks, but I hope he'll be back. Beauty was pregnant this spring and gave birth, but I haven't seen her now in a few weeks, so it's not clear if she'll come back. Fawn was pregnant for the 3rd time this year and has given birth, but has not yet brought me her baby fawn or fawns. So far each year she hides her babies, likely back in the forest, and keeps them hidden for several weeks before bringing them to me. Along the way a few years ago, a brave abandoned little fawn found her way to my house and joined the others, and she had a baby of her own last year. Still not realizing I would keep these deer for years, I named her Baby, and when she had a baby, I changed her name to Baby Mama. I named her Baby Star. So for the last year, I've had 5 deer: Fawn, Aaron, Beauty, Baby Mama, and Star. Young bucks will sometimes spar together and rub their antlers for play. This is Buck with another young buck that came to visit. A second buck showed up this day to hang out with my buck, Fawn and Beauty. Here you can see that the bucks have velvet covering their antlers. Velvet is a soft, hairy skin which is a nourishing layer of blood vessels, skin, and hair that supports the rapid growth of the bone and cartilage underneath. The velvet is shed as the antlers mature and harden, typically in late summer or early fall. One day, a lone baby fawn showed up and was so friendly and inquisitive. I named her Baby, and she would go on to have her own baby, so I changed her name to Baby Mama. She is very brave and is the only deer I have who will eat out of a bowl of food I hold out for her. She was begrudgingly accepted into Fawn's family, although I have to feed her and her baby off to the side, and she and Fawn do not always get along. She often comes to my windows to find me. Here's Fawn and Buck, Beauty, and Baby. You can see Baby has a darker coat. This was a very special day. I got to watch a buck courting Fawn for over an hour. He eventually came up to her, and she walked around the house and into the woods and sat down, and he slowly followed her, and eventually they went out of my sight. So special and sweet. see Baby flirting with Buck. Hi, Buck. Hey, Bucky. Oh, baby, you gonna act all giddy because Buck's here? Ooh. Hey, little star. Hi, little Buck. Hi, beautiful baby boy. Hi. Such a beautiful boy. Such a beautiful boy. Baby, are you flirting? Are you flirting with Bucker? Huh? You know that's your uncle. Baby, silly girl. Uh-oh. There we go. What you doing, Buck? Uh-oh. What's going on? You gonna chase Baby? Hmm? If you look closely, you can see a lump of food going up and down Fawn's neck, As I was watching Fawn this day, I noticed a lump going up and down from her stomach, and that's when I learned that deer have a ruminant digestive system, and their stomachs are divided into 4 parts so they can store food they eat and later chew it and digest it. Here I'm feeding Fawn and Aaron. You can see Fawn has a big gash on her back. I believe it's probably from a deer fight. In the summer, the deer grow a new coat that is more auburn color to blend in with the forest to camouflage them. In the winter, their coat is more gray. Now that Fawn's coat has turned to auburn for summer, the scar is no longer visible. Here you can see Aaron's antler nub starting to grow. You can see that Fawn is pregnant in this video. Fawn and her 2 offspring. Aaron is very brave and curious. Beauty has to eat off to the side. I feed the deer a mixture of deer pellets that I get from Tractor Supply, which is about $20 for 40 pounds, which I mix with a variety of bird seed that includes fruits and nuts. Recently, I started mixing in some alfalfa pellets made for horses, but they like it, and it's also about $20 for 40 pounds. I also at times mix in cranberries that are grown locally around here and cut up apples as a special treat. I also feed them cut up carrots and corn tortillas sometimes. For a few winters now, I've had a stray deer come only in winter that I've named Orphan. I have to feed her away from my other deer. This year, she brought her twin babies I named Cedar and Robin. I've trained them all to eat in their places to avoid fighting, but sometimes it's an ordeal getting them there. Here you can see Orphan and Cedar and Robin eating over by the fire pit. Baby Mama and Star eat by the side of the porch, and Fawn and Aaron eat out front to the left. For a while, I was feeding all 8 of them this winter, but now it's been weeks since I've seen Orphan and her twins. winter, deer travel long distances, often over several lakes, looking for food. This day, a group of several deer, which weren't my regular deer, came to visit. I don't feed any deer that aren't mine, or they would keep coming back, and that would cause a lot of fighting with my deer. If there are other deer outside while my deer are out, I can't feed them until the other deer leave. Sometimes if new deer come up while my deer are eating, I try to run them off by chasing them and banging a metal garbage can lid. I think it's so cute how my deer sometimes use my driveway to come and go. Here's a look at some other wildlife at my cabin. Not wildlife, but this is Simeon, my lilac point Siamese cat. He loves the Northwoods, and he's a great companion for me.